Hello everyone, welcome! So today we're going to be playing Serafina's Saga. Kind of looking forward to this actually. I haven't actually read anything about it because I guess I kind of wanted to go in confused and surprised. But anyway, it has been a very long time since I've streamed an Otome game, so yeah, it's gonna be weird. So let's see. It'll be typical Otome game stuff, won't it? Yeah. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Just waiting for people to come along. Hopefully the sound is okay. I'm always paranoid. Hey Kennedy, welcome! How have you been? Can you hear it properly? Oh, I am on this. Oh, right. Yeah, it's not your normal one. It's fine. Hey, Fancy! Mario Sunshine will happen again on Friday. Hi, Kyria, welcome! I made you louder. Okay, maybe I'm too quiet then? I don't know. I don't know, I feel like the mic is picking up less noise recently. I'll be lurking translating. Oh, good luck, Kennedy. Okay, I'm a little bit like, okay, do I read it here because the chat is there? Or do I might change it? Yeah, it's a bit loud, is it? I've put it about halfway now. Hi, Captain Robbie, welcome. Yeah, because I'm always worried that the game music or whatever it is overpowering, and then I'm saying, I mean, not that I have anything interesting to say, but people will be like, sorry, what? Through the screen. Hi, Beer, welcome. Okay, well then. Let's start. Although, I don't know, I don't really like this setup. I'm trying to figure things out. Maybe if I... Oh god, what have I done? So if I... Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make this work. Okay, if I move this here... And then... I've got two screens and I'm just not sure where to put... What to put where, basically? Feels very like, whoa though, but it's fine. Oh, that's what I normally do. I place it in front like this. I was wondering why I like couldn't figure out what I was doing. There we go. And then I would shrink it a little bit. Oh, I see, I can't. So that's why I wasn't. Ah, whatever. I'll get used to it. Pretty effective main menu. Yeah, it's all like, it's cute little butterflies. Hi, Danny, welcome. Okay, so let's play. It's so cute. Oh, okay, so it starts. The jungle is life. The jungle is my home. The jungle is my prison. Only death, cruelty, and madness waits beyond the jungle. It might as well not exist. The jungle is life. All else is misery, and I must never find it. Yeah, it's an indie game. Oh. Oh, capybara, cute. Yeah, it's an indie game. You can get it on Steam. Oh. Oh, so that's Serafina, is it? My prey dashes into the brush. My feet pound against the earth as I give chase. Ooh, okay. The foliage is too thick for me to keep pace with the small animals, so I take to the trees. I grab, I leap, I twist, I fall, I catch, I leap again. Gosh, these are facts! This is where like my PC is struggling because I'm using 2 screens. My breath pumps with my movement, my limbs synchronize with the trees. I am part of the jungle, exploring my own network. I see my prey ahead, zigzagging through the underbrush. My path in the canopy is clearer than the one below. I will prevail. The capybara bursts into a small clearing. This is my chance to defeat it on foot. And I'm like, no, don't defeat the capybara, it's cute. I'm glad that I've interested you in it, Catherine Rabi. I leap down and burst forward. Hi Claggy, welcome. Ooh, a key. I know, right, Nenomi? I'm like, no, poor capybara. Oh. My prey vanishes, my spear is frozen in my hand. I cannot move. I have made a mistake. I stepped outside of the jungle. I have stepped into death. No, I didn't mean to. I don't know who I'm talking to. Papa assures me the gods aren't worth praying to. I only hope that whatever evil forces he always warns me about will take pity on me now. I'm sorry. I see something move in the bright grasses ahead. It is larger than the prey I chased out here. As it straightens up, it becomes even bigger. It's another human? Is he a potential love interest?
Hello?
Oh.
Hello? Is someone there?
I'm always like taken aback when there's voice acting. I guess because, you know, for a long time indies tended to never have voice acting, so I don't really expect it, and it's like, oh, okay. A horrified squeak comes out of my own mouth. I know I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't even be here, so I don't know what to do. Capybaras are eaten during Lent because of a weird law. Oh my god.
Oh, thank the gods. Help me, please.
Is he starving?
I'm lost.
He
I'm
is.
starving. I don't think I can.
Yeah, it's definitely different, that's for sure. Claggy. Yeah, I can imagine it being a bit more complicated than just having a picture. He sways on his feet. He looks like he might fall over. I finally find my strength. I turn and run away. I mean, fair enough. I'd probably do the same if I were in her shoes. But...
Hey! Wait! Please!
Fancy. Ah, so funny. Thorns Thorns and sharp branches rake my skin, jagged rocks tear my thin shoes. I don't care, I keep running. I need to decrease the volume a little bit. Probably. My heart pounds in my eardrums, my rasping breath drowns out the wind. I made a mistake. If I run forever, can I escape it? I don't know. I only know that the jungle is my salvation, so I will keep running deeper and deeper to erase my transgression. I feel a scream rising within me, but I have no breath to release it. I can only gape wordlessly up at my doom.
There you are.
Ooh, he's cute. Oh, okay. He's a dad. Never mind. Oh, God. Damn. Relief rushes through me, enabling me to stand. I look upon the familiar, loving face of my father, Arken. Sorry, it's the fact that I'm like, oh, he's cute. Then I remember what I've done, and shame rushes through to replace my relief.
What are you doing all the way out here?
I was just chasing some game. It got away.
I see. Fortunately, I already caught something today. We should go home now.
Yes, Papa. Come on, he's not a real father, and he is a love interest. They don't look similar. I rush past him, pretending I don't see the shadow of concern passing over his face. Like, you know, he may have picked her up when she was like 13 and he was 15 or something, and then they grew up, and then she's like, that wouldn't make sense, would it? I rush past him, pretending I don't see the shadow of concern passing over his face. It's Tengoku struggle all over again. We can't date Daddy, unfortunately. He's out of bounds. Just a few hours later, preparing dinner with Papa at home, I almost forget about the day's drama. He admires the parfella herbs I nursed yesterday after we found the leaves browning.
By the gods! I don't know how you did it, Serafina. Yesterday, this plant was on its way to Belazar. Now it's trying to crawl out of the pot.
I just made a brew out of gilch root and poured it in. I tilt my head at him. Hey, Papa, you have dirt on your face.
Really? Where?
I motion to my cheek. He wipes his cheek with his dirty hands, creating a smudge where there was none before. Gotcha.
Why, you little prankster.
The thirst knows no bounds. I dodge just in time as he lobs a handful of dirt past my head. Oh, okay, doing a mud fight, are we? Then we both find ourselves laughing until our sides hurt. When we settle down for dinner, a somber silence falls over us. The memories of the strange man beyond the forest flash stubbornly in my mind. Papa studies me carefully, as if sensing my thoughts.
Serafina, I hope that this goes without saying, but you should never venture that close to the edge of the jungle again. The world beyond is dangerous.
Kalagi, I think your innocent angel act has been seen, like, everyone's seen past it now. Hey, Asia, welcome. Oh, you're gonna play it. That's cool. I know. I can feel him continue to study me. I avoid his gaze.
So, did you see anything that close to the edge?
Just grass. Argan stands up to stir the pot of soup nearby. The flames cast a dark shadow of him onto the walls nearby. I keep on thinking that soon it's gonna be like, what is it, Crimson Spires, where you can start like moving around and stuff. Hi Keiki, welcome!
Here in the jungle, we must fight fearsome beasts and powerful weather. It can be a hard life, I know. You must think living with other humans would be easier. But I assure you that humans are far, far more dangerous than the mightiest of bears or the largest of griffins.
He fills our bowls of soup, then returns to the table, setting them down with a harsh thud.
Humans are full of greed and deceit. They care only about wealth and power over their fellow kind.
I mean, he's not entirely wrong.
Our life here in the jungle, simple though it might be, will make you happier than the madness of the world beyond.
Random fun fact, I just found out that on some of my sweets it's written on the packaging to share. I'm the same. None of the to share sweets or crisps are for sharing. Yep, Keiki, it's an indie otome game on Steam.
Do you believe me?
Yes, Papa.
Then think hard. Are you sure you didn't see anything in the world beyond?
Choice. Capitals. Okay, do we trust Papa? This is where, like, if you tell him the truth, he's like, you have been tainted now, and then it's game over. But then if you tell him you saw nothing, you also die, because it gets you. I don't know. I'm gonna go with tell the truth. Is there save? Just in case. Oh, no save. Tell him the truth. How are you supposed to? Oh yay, we should. Papa is the love interest? What? I'm feeling very conflicted. On one hand, I'm like, yes, Papa is a love interest. On the other, I'm like, ew. What is this? He looks good, that's it? That's your reason? What's your reason for not telling him yet? Well, I think I saw a man.
A man? Really?
I nod guiltily, unable to withstand his sharp gaze. I am on ew. Yes, he's a Papa Sucre. Oh, but he doesn't like money, so he's not a Papa Sucre, he's just a Papa. Oh god.
What did he look like?
We don't need to self-insert, as in, like, we don't need to imagine ourselves as Serafina. We can imagine ourselves as someone else that's gonna date Papa, you know? He had dark features, black hair, strange clothes. That's all I saw, Papa. But he didn't seem dangerous. In fact, he seemed like he needed help.
I see. Well, thank you for telling me.
He pushes my bowl of soup towards me. My stomach growls and I eagerly dive in.
I want you to take tomorrow off, Serafina. No hunting. If you'd like, stitch the holes in our clothes, or fetch us some water. Other than that, I want you to rest.
Claggy, I'm like, yeah, he's not a true papa. He's just some old guy that we bumped into in the bar. I don't know. Galaxy brain. I just looked it up. You can't romance him. What was the heart all about then? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit disappointed.
I will investigate this man and decide whether or not he is dangerous.
Really? You will? Oh, Papa, thank you.
Of course. Do you remember what tomorrow is?
It's the day our Nixbury wine finishes fermenting.
Well, there's that. But it's also your 18th birthday.
Ooh, we're turning 18. I love it how Canity's like, whew, thank God for that. Like, Pops might not be dangerous. Papa is gonna murder the... He's got his wooden baseball bat in the back. What's wrong with yellow blondes, Canity? Oh, I forgot.
That's right. I'll bring a present home with me. Maybe something from the outside world.
Oh, so he gets to go to the outside world, but we don't. We've got Yandere Papa here. Aww. She wants to, I think. I should probably be excited, but for some reason I'm not. What use are trinkets from beyond the jungle if the jungle is the only world I'll ever know?
What would you like for your birthday, Sarah?
Do you have anything else that belonged to my mother? Like the necklace you gave me last year? Papa stiffens. I see one of his hands curl into a fist.
No. Nothing.
Oh, okay. Hey Vaga, welcome! I will be romancing bugs. Look it up on Steam and there are 3 guys and 1 girl love interest. Okay. Oh, well, maybe you could tell me more about the necklace.
I already told you what you need to know. I shouldn't have given that to you in the first place. If it wasn't the only thing I had left of your mother, I would have thrown that damn trinket into the river.
Ooh. Was there no lost love there? He finishes his soup with a quick swig, then slams his bowl back down.
I'm sorry. It has been a long day for both of us. Finish your dinner.
I've lost my appetite, but I continue to eat anyway, to stave off hunger and to appease Papa.
I'll find a better present for you than an old necklace this year. How does that sound?
Of course. Thank you. He reaches across the table and takes my hand. I don't know what you have against Papa Claggy. I'm with you on this one. Sketchy. I'd seen art of the game before somewhere. Had no idea it was Otome. It looks cool, right? I like it. I don't trust him at all. He sounds really intimidating here. He's just being protective, that's all.
Anything for you, my dear.
I'm telling you, he's a yandere character. I have trouble sleeping that night. I hear Papa go outside and roam around the treehouse more than usual, almost as if he's pacing. I suspect we're both restless. I pull out the box tucked safely under my bed. I recall when Papa first gave it to me a year ago. I was reading one of Papa's books at the time. I think it was a book he left out by accident. I didn't know where it was supposed to go, so I brought it back to my room and read some of it. I didn't mean to keep its whereabouts a secret, but I forgot to tell him I found it afterwards. I figured I might as well read some more while I could. The story soon absorbed me, and I found myself fully immersed, forgetting all else. I jolted and turned to see Papa entering the room. Oh, I didn't see you there.
What are you reading?
Came over to sit on the bed beside me. Clacky, you're killing me! Yeah, I think he's hiding something too. There's a reason why he doesn't want her to go out of the jungle. It's a story about the castle of Crondalee. I'm sorry, I just got tired of all those science books.
That's all right, Serafina. Knowledge is a valuable thing. That is why I've kept these books all this time.
He tugged the book suddenly from my grip.
But you only need knowledge about nature, not about...
About the deviousness of humans. I know. He threw the book aside, then pulled a small box out of his belt. What's that?
Happy birthday, Serafina.
Today's my birthday?
In some places of the world, you would be old enough to rule a kingdom.
She's kind of cute, you know?
Open the box.
I nervously obeyed. Inside I found a necklace fit with a golden jewel-encrusted key.
That necklace belonged to your mother.
Wouldn't it be weird if there was an Otome game where the fan disc is an Otome game based on the previous game's main character's child? That would be interesting. But then there would be so many main characters, it'd be a little bit difficult, wouldn't it? Hi Raggedy, welcome! My mother, but...
I have said enough.
Oh.
I told you I could never bear to speak of her, and I meant it. But
Oh my!
I thought I should give you the necklace. That is all.
Wonder what happened there.
I would ask that you never show it to anyone, but that will never be a problem, now will it?
He is very like dodgy. See, this is the thing. I love red flag love interest. So it makes me even sadder that he isn't romanceable. Why did he have to be Papa? Why couldn't he be friend from the next tree or something? I don't know. Geralt? Of course not. I have you, Papa, and you're the only person I need. Smiling, he leaned over to kiss my forehead.
Good night, Sarah.
Good night, Papa. Now, a year later, I pulled the glittering necklace out from under my bed and continued to study it. When I lay down to sleep, I keep it clutched in my hands. To this day, Arkin doesn't like to speak of my mother. I hear so few details of her, I wonder if she only exists in my imagination. There we go, we got Claggy, we got Raggedy, we've got me. Oh, such wasted potential. But this necklace feels like proof. Proof my mother existed. Proof of something beautiful beyond the life I know with Papa. He isn't even her real Papa, so totally alright. We don't know, he might be, in which case, yes, there is an issue. But I feel like, well, I don't know. I guess he's not a love interest, so. The next morning, Papa kisses me goodbye and leaves me in the treehouse. I try to rest like Papa instructed me. But I can't. I can't stop thinking about the bright golden fields beyond the shadows of the jungle. I can't stop thinking about the man who asked for my help. He didn't seem evil. He looked hungry and exhausted. He looked like he was about to collapse. Imagine if she had like invited him to the hut and then Papa comes back home and is like, who is this? Papa said he would investigate the man. I wonder what he will find. I didn't describe where I found the man in detail. What if Papa goes the wrong way? Even if Papa finds the man, would he tell me what happens between them? Or will he be his usual cryptic self and I'll have to wonder forever? My stomach churns with anxiety as I run the possibilities through my mind. Whatever happens, Papa wants me to continue on with my life as if I never stepped outside the jungle yesterday. I must forget about the man. I must forget about the golden fields. Varga always commenting on the programming or the make of the game. I can't end it like this. I have to know what happens to the man beyond the jungle. I get up, grab my spear and start for the door, but before I step outside, I pause. Something compels me to go back to my room, rummage under the bed and grab the dusty box with the beautiful key necklace inside. I take out the necklace and clasp it around my neck. Then I slide the key under my tunic, hidden, so that Papa won't immediately see it and get angry. Feeling lighter, I sweep outside to follow Papa's tracks. Raggedy. literally, like, I'm sad that they, you know, tease me with hearts and stuff, making me think that he's a root. Surely enough, Papa's tracks led me in the same direction I wandered on my fateful hunt yesterday. But long before I reach the edge of the jungle, I hear voices through the bushes.
Who are you? Why have you come here?
Ooh, drama. I gasped at the sight of Papa holding the man from beyond the jungle with a knife to his throat.
Please, I mean you no harm. I am only a hunter searching for food.
Oh, he's got a squirrel earring. Or is that a fox? A fox earring. I want one of those. It's like really cute.
Then hunt somewhere else. There is plenty of game in the savannah.
No, there isn't! Haven't you heard? The wildlife of Darzia is all but extinct. The only game left might be here in this jungle.
I really don't care.
Arkin jerks him closer, bringing the knife up to his prisoner's ear.
I am going to release you. Then I will count to 3. At 3, I will throw this knife into your back. For your own sake, you better be far enough away that I miss.
Please have mercy. I need sustenance. I can't even...
Arkin releases him with a shove.
1.
The stranger takes a step away. He fidgets with his belt.
2.
Oh, he looks grumpy. What? You could also do these animations. The stranger turns suddenly, flinging something from his belt. I see a cloud of red dust puff against Papa's face. Papa staggers back, rubbing his eyes. I was so busy watching Papa that I didn't see the stranger grab a horn from his belt. By blowing into it, he sends a tremendous sound piercing through the jungle. I finally come to my senses. I stand and aim my spear, spinning it into position. Both Papa and the stranger turn to look in my direction. Papa struggles to blink at me through puffy eyes. The stranger puts a sword to Papa's throat, then looks in my direction.
Whoever you are, don't do anything foolish. Reinforcements are on their way. Surrender now and I will show mercy.
Sarah, run!
I hesitate. My spear is still raised, poised for the intruder, but I think the bushes hide it from his view. I can still get the best of him. Voices and footsteps approach from the edge of the jungle. I can't run, but I don't want to disobey Papa and engage either, so I pick something in between and climb up the nearest tree.
Over here!
Soldiers crash through the underbrush towards my hiding place. We push aside the bushes with their swords. They find no one because I lurk far above, looking down through the branches.
Never mind. Let's get this bastard back to camp.
Papa is still wheezing and blinking rapidly.
What did you throw on me?
Chili powder. When all you have to eat is worms and rats, this stuff comes in handy. Apparently in more ways than one.
He looks so pleased with himself. Papa scowls back at him as the soldiers drag him away. A scream lodges in my throat. I want to throw my spear. I want to jump back down and grab him. But Papa told me to run. I am heavily outnumbered by forces I don't understand. And everything Papa has ever taught me confirms that I should not engage. How dare he attack Papa? I stare into the golden abyss until my eyes burn. I want to follow them. I want to rescue Papa. I want to see what lies beyond the jungle shadows, but I know I must not. I cling to the tree branches, watching the savannah and weeping until night pulls a curtain over my senses. I know, right? It's good. It's not. Yeah, it sounds professional. All night long, I toss and turn on my branchy bed, unable to sleep.
Sarah, run!
The sun starts to rise, chasing away night's shadows with warm orange fingers.
You should never venture that close to the edge of the jungle again. The world beyond is dangerous.
I reach up and clasp the key hanging around my neck. It is a link to my mother, and to the world from which she came. It feeds my strength. It feeds my anger. I sit straight up, breathing fiercely. I'm sorry, Papa, but I won't let those villains take you from me. Claggy, patience! I jump down from the tree canopy. I walk up to the edge of the jungle shadows. I grip my spear with one hand and my necklace with the other. I step into the world beyond. We need to rescue our daddy. Oh, Claggy. So, I guess that was the prologue, and now we are in chapter 1. I'd like to see the other love interest as well. I'm very curious. When I was a kid, I really wanted a key-shaped necklace. I don't know why, but there's just something cute about keys and clocks. I don't know what it is, but every day I track animals in the jungle or follow clues to certain plants or landmarks. Following the villains who took Papa should be easy, but I am not accustomed to this new landscape. I see strange plants and the prints of unfamiliar animals. I'm not sure what signs follow. At long last, I find a place on the ground that looks battered and torn. The soil has been kicked around, the grass broken to shreds. Only humans would have harmed the earth with such clumsiness, I think. This is it. This is the trail that will lead me to Papa, so I take a deep breath, fighting back the fear that churns in my stomach, and I keep moving forward. No patience when saving. Yeah, I like the loading animation as well. Night falls upon me. All day, I have been tracking the marks of the humans. I wonder what will happen if I do not find shelter. In the jungle, to stay outside in the darkness means certain death. What will I do out here in this strange land? But just in time, I see lights ahead. They glimmer low on the horizon, as if created by man-made fires. Clenching my spear, I creep closer. I haven't gone far when I'm stricken by the smell of the humans. Their clothes, their food, their belongings, their sheer presence. I find it strange, enticing, and unsettling all at once. It differs so much from the aromas of plants and animals in the jungle. I think when you've got like actual animation, you start needing loading screens. I mean, I remember Crimson Spires had a loading screen as well. Who knows what they did to Papa? Well, we thought about that everything logic is against saving that. Then I start to see them, their silhouettes shifting in front of the fires. I hear them talking and laughing. I catch glimpses of their faces, red in the firelight. I know they should frighten me. But for some reason, I feel intrigued. I enjoy watching them. I know the humans should repulse me if I'm to heed Papa's many warnings. But I want to keep listening to their conversations. I want to get a better look at their faces. I sneak deeper into the camp, my heart racing in my chest. No one should be able to see me in the shadows, and I can move with almost complete silence, but I still worry someone will notice me. What then? What would I say? What would I do? Would I have to kill them? Papa would probably tell me to kill anyone I encountered, but I don't want to kill anyone. I hope it doesn't come to that. The camp is comprised of various tents with a few areas of open sleeping ground around the fires. I search desperately for Papa, but if these people have him, they must be keeping him in the shadows or in a tent. Hi Bill, welcome! Yes, I have played Tengoku Struggle, and I'm hoping, depending on my time, to be able to get a review out this Sunday? But that's the plan, but I'm quite slow recently. Peach, if you happen to know, can you tell us how much disk space the game takes? Is this the demo or the full game? This is the full game. I'll where should I put it? Are you on my server? Let's see. Yeah, it would, like, I'd need to concentrate, like, I'm a bit like, everything's, you know. I don't think it's that big though. Maybe it's on Steam? Let's see. Normally it says here. It's 4.6 gigabytes. Maybe he lost important body parts. That would be. Oh. For some reason on here it says 4.6, but 6 gigabytes is better presumption because, you know, higher is always better to if you're looking to make this space. The camp is Yep. My senses are on high alert, searching for any sign of his presence when I hear someone say his name.
I knew then that the prisoner must be Arkan Jaradar. Who else could turn rope into silk?
Ooh, so he's known. Struggling to keep my breath calm as my blood pumps with excitement, I move closer to the voice. I peer around the nearest tent and see two people talking on the edge of the firelight. The first person I notice, the same one that spoke, is someone I recognize instantly. My hand squeezes around my spear. He is the man who tricked Papa and captured him in the jungle. I shouldn't let his nonchalant demeanor fool me. Papa made the same mistake, and that's what led to his capture.
No one else can do that, can they, Commander Bellatrix?
He turns to his companion, and I hold back a gasp, this time of dismay. The woman next to him is large and muscular, her body draped with armor, her eyes fierce and blazing. Is that her mum? Or her aunt? Does he have on pants? Ragany.
No one else but the god of greed himself, I imagine.
Even the man who captured Papa seems intimidated by the woman's presence. He shifts about nervously.
So, do you want to talk to him? I imagine that's why you came all this way from Castle Crondoli, and very quickly, I might add. Quite impressive.
Sounds like the amount I would play. It's so easy to play like 2 or 3 routes and then move on. Like, I've played 1 route of Uchronia and I'm like, I'll take a break. And then I'll probably end up playing... I've got, what? I've done 3 routes on Cupid Parasite Bandisk. And 1 route on Uchronia. 1 route on Katakoi Contrast. 2 routes on Kenkabancho Otome. Like, there are so many Otome that I need to go back to. The name Castle Crondole makes my heart leap with excitement. I have read stories of the royal seat of Darzia in Papa's precious books. I have imagined it so many times, its large stone towers, its cobblestone courtyards. But Crondole has always seemed like a distant dream to me. The thought that it is real and that someone in my presence actually travelled here from the castle makes me dizzy.
Talk to Arkan Jaradar, the Grand Traitor, and let him fill my head with lies. You're as foolish as House Perrin's reputation.
The man's face flushes red. I might actually feel sorry for the fellow if I wasn't so distracted by Bellatrix's words. Arkan Jaradar, Grand Traitor? She couldn't possibly be talking about Papa. These people must be mistaken. His name was Arkan, but I had never heard the name Jaradar before, and he was certainly no traitor.
The Grand Traitor is the scum of this planet. He has no honor, no loyalty, no principles. He cannot be talked to. The truth must be wrested out of him, but carefully, like pulling the heart from an animal before it stops beating.
I don't know how old she is. Oh, the female lead. She just turned 18, I believe. I think the heart breastplate is cute. It's aesthetic, Cluggy. I grip my spear so tightly, my fingers ache. This woman looks strong and ferocious, but if she tries to harm Papa, I will do whatever I must to stop her.
What sort of truth are you hoping to wrest out of him?
Bellatrix looks around as if afraid someone might be listening. I resist the urge to flee as her gaze sweeps over my hiding spot. Fortunately, the shadows protect me. Bellatrix turns back to Nikolaos, lowering her voice so I must strain to listen.
If you were anyone else, Nikolaos, I would not speak of it. But you've heard the rumors, haven't you? You know that some people believe the heir of House of Elborn still lives.
They are both quiet for a moment. I don't hear anything but the pounding of my own heart. I don't know who this heir of House Elborn might be, but whoever they are, they must be important.
What wild gossip! I wonder what drunk maid started that rumor.
Chainmail bikini. This woman scares you. Oh yeah, I kind of feel that. True, more safe than a chainmail bikini. Oh, give me a moment. Okay. The laughter of the man named Nikolaos sounds forced. I wonder if this is what Papa described as deception. She's kind of adorable, the main character. The laughter of the man... Oh, oops. Bellatrix studies him with a fierce, calculating gaze.
I hear it was your own mother that started that rumor. She claimed she saw Arkan take the baby away.
Oh, she might have said something like that a long time ago to impress the other maids. Then the story got passed around and exaggerated. Servants gossip, that's all it was. As you may recall, when the king questioned her about it later, she denied the story completely.
Yes, but...
Bellatrix studies him carefully. She seems to doubt his sincerity, but Nikolaos avoids her gaze, and after a moment she gives up.
Is your mother a liar then? Or are you the liar, Nikolaos?
Ooh. I'm not sure why, but suddenly I stagger in place. Perhaps I've been trying to hold the same position too long. Perhaps I'm just tired from everything that has happened. Perhaps the tension in the air gets to me. In any case, I move. My spear knocks against the rock. The sound echoes from my hiding spot like an explosion. Oh no. At the same time, Bellatrix and Nikolaos turn to look at me. We all freeze, staring at each other. I'm petrified with terror, but I have to do something. I don't have many options. I'm trapped in a camp full of soldiers, surrounded. Oh, choice. What should I do? I think stay and fight would be a bad idea. Oh, new save. Chapter 1. So it's run away or stay and fight. I personally would pick run away. Yeah, I know, right? Claggy, she's probably the baby. Run away. I turn and run as fast as my feet will carry me. Oh, okay, Nikolaos bond strengthened. Is he a love interest? I'm guessing if you pick the fight, Bellatrix's affections increase because you're like a warrior, you know? I slip through the shadows of the savannah, but this place is not a dense weave of foliage like the jungle. It is open and empty, leaving me exposed. The camp explodes with chaos. Soldiers stir and reach for their weapons from every corner of the camp, creating a tangle of noise and shadows in the night around me. I ignore them as best as I can. I have to keep running. I have to get out of this camp, away from these humans. But the humans are everywhere. The world becomes a blur around me. I sense people reaching for me from the shadows. Soldiers' hands clutch at my ankles and hands as I dodge around the tent. I don't know where I'm going, but I don't care. I just have to get out of here. With every step I take, I hear feet thundering after me, and one pair of feet seems louder than all the others combined. It's probably Bellatrix. She seems very fierce. Even though I know I shouldn't, I look back. I see her. When I lock eyes with Bellatrix, a cruel smirk lifts her face.
Coward! You would spy on us from the shadows, then flee when you fail to hide yourself!
Much to my surprise, Nicolaus steps around Bellatrix, putting himself between us.
Calm down, Commander. Perhaps she's just a lost girl, confused and starved like the rest of us.
She's not starved. Look at her. And she did not come here by accident either.
Okay, so he's a love interest. I kind of think both are kind of bad options. The way she said before she's surrounded by soldiers, but it seems the soldiers are incompetent if they didn't stop her instantly. Yeah. She's right. I came all this way, then ran at the first sign of danger. I might as well face it now. I came here for Papa. Release him now.
Papa?
The look on her face makes me feel pathetic and small. I turn to run again.
Seize her!
The camp explodes with chaos. Soldiers stir and reach for their weapons from every corner of the camp, creating a tangle of noise and shadows in the night around me. But I can afford no attention for the multitude of guards, because Bellatrix rushes towards me, roaring with rage while her huge sword zooms closer.
Traitor!
Oh! Once again, I find myself briefly paralyzed. I remember a day several years ago when I encountered a bear in the forest. Its roar was one of the most terrifying sounds I've ever heard in my life. But as Bellatrix lunges at me, the expression in her face frightens me for a different reason. Certainly she's large and strong, but that isn't what transfixes me. It's the hatred in her eyes, so fierce, so full of pain and anger, that it's nothing like staring into the eyes of a beast in the jungle. I don't understand it. Hatred like hers must be what Papa tried to warn me about all these years. Just before her sword can slice me in two, I react. I dodge aside as easily as a feather moved by the breeze. Like living in the jungle has made such movements second nature. My escape is short-lived, for as soon as I dodge Bellatrix's blade, I collide with someone else. Hands clutch at me, feet kick. I wrestle with my unknown opponent in the shadows. His struggles are sloppy, half-hearted. He thrashes and moves without purpose, but my state of panic makes me clumsy as well. At one point I slip, and he has the perfect opportunity to grab me. For some reason, he doesn't. When I recover, I lift my spear and prepare to stab him.
Please, don't!
I've never killed a human before. The expression on his face stays my hand.
Release him now, and your death will be swift.
I glance at Bellatrix and the other soldiers. I realize they have all paused out of fear of what I'll do to Nicolaus. But their swords are still raised, their eyes darting around nervously. If I make one false step, they could still overcome me. Embracing my advantage, I press the spear to his throat and then move behind him. Nobody move, or I'll kill him. I start moving backwards, yanking him with me.
This is your last warning. Archers, take aim!
Archers? I glance around in a panic. Could the archers really kill me in the darkness? Or is Bellatrix trying to trick me somehow?
On my mark. 3.
I am still trying to decide what to do when Nicolaus yelps with fear.
No one shoot! fuck's sake! Commander, what are you thinking? The archers can't aim in this darkness! Some idiot will stick me on accident!
If that happens, then I'm sure King Callius will appreciate your sacrifice. 2.
Jesus. Nicolaus twists in my grip and mutters something under his breath. Belatedly, I realize he's talking to me.
Let's make a run for it!
I don't have any better ideas myself. I turn and run, my hand still gripping his sleeve. I half expect him to slip free. But to my surprise, Nicolaus runs alongside me. Interesting.
1.
I know, right? The music and everything. Arrows sprout from the darkness, racing towards us. Shadows swallow me. Behind me I hear the hiss of a dozen arrows piercing the earth. So I keep running towards the darkness, and as my hand clutches Nicolaus beside me, I wonder briefly who's leading who. Deep into the night, my legs are on fire, my heart won't stop racing, but at long last the sounds of pursuit have faded behind me. I hear only the soft, comforting murmur of nature around me. I hear my captive Nicolaus breathing raggedly nearby.
Whoa!
Locks luck be with me, run like a wilder horse. Remembering myself, I lift my... What are you doing, Bert? Remembering myself, I lift my spear, aiming the tip towards his chest. What have you done with Papa?
Hey!
Okay, so at the beginning there's lots of voice acting, and then I guess midway it's sort of like okay, cool. Which kind of makes sense, that's what you would sort of expect from an indie. Okay, Claggy, well thank you for coming by, and hopefully I'll see you again. See ya! I know, right, Astia? I'm thinking the same. I just realised both female characters, or they could be related. I find that in otome games, often if they have the same hair colour or eye colour, they're related. Not always, but it seems to be a trend, as you'd expect. Hey, settle down. I think I've had enough weapons pointed at me tonight, thank you. Besides, I think both of us are a little confused right now. We should probably take a little time to explain ourselves. How about you start by telling me who Papa is? He's the man you tricked in the jungle and cruelly took captive.
You don't understand.
First of all, let's get something straight. I didn't cruelly take him captive. All I wanted to do was hunt for food, and he tried to kill me for it. So I did what any sensible man would. I defended myself. Despite everything, I find myself taken aback by Nicolaus' manner. It seems strange to me that he's treating this situation so casually. Then again, I've never interacted with any humans other than Papa before. How could I possibly know what's normal and what's not? All I know is that I must show caution. Like Papa taught me, humans will do nothing but manipulate me for their own gain. I should assume that everything Nicolaus says could be some sort of trick.
So...
I took him back to camp and tried to find out why he wanted me to stay out of the jungle so badly, but he refused to tell me anything about himself. Meanwhile, he seemed to know an awful lot about Darzian politics and current affairs for a man who spent his life in the bushes. The next day, he nearly managed to escape by turning his rope bonds into silk. Like literally or figuratively? Silk? What's that?
Eh?
You don't know what silk is? I'm asking the questions here. Silk is a very valuable fabric, usually made from silkworms' cocoons. It's very smooth and shimmery. Arkan has the ability to turn any sort of fabric into silk, no matter its composition. Has he never made silk for you before? I think back to all the fabric we used to keep in our treehouse. My blankets have always been coarse and scratchy, as well as the plain brown tunic I wear at this moment. No, I don't think so.
This is awful.
That's kind of sad. I guess he wanted to hide his origins, even from you. He possesses his weird magical ability because he's a close descendant of Malion, the god of greed. Papa hates the gods.
Well...
Yeah, well, it sounds like he lied to you about a lot of things. But hey, we don't have to keep talking about him. Let's talk about you for a minute.
Hey, beautiful.
For starters. We're in a concerning situation here, Nikolaus. There's no time for this. For starters, what's your name? Beautiful. Makes me laugh. What is this? I hear a change in the tone of his voice, suddenly deep and gentle. I become all too aware of his physical presence. I can feel the warmth of his body, even from a distance. I can smell his scent, which has a spicy flavor, like a strange plant I once tasted in the jungle. The main character's adorable. I'm not sure why Nikolaus is staring at me like that, but I can't spare any more thoughts on him, anyway. His words continue to echo in my head over and over, making less and less sense each time. Arkham possesses his weird magical ability because he's a close descendant of Malion, the god of greed. I don't know a great deal about the gods, except that there are many of them, and each one embodies an extreme form of human emotion. Papa always warned me about the greed of humans, probably more than he warned me about any of their other flaws. How could he possibly be a descendant of Malion, the god of greed himself? This has to be a trick of some sort. It just has to be. I think you already know my name. I'm Nikolaus. So what's yours? Sarah. Yee! I clutched my mouth suddenly, wondering if I spoke too soon. Papa always told me that if I met someone from beyond the jungle, I should pretend to be someone else. But why should I pretend? Isn't deception exactly what Papa warned me against?
Eh?
Seri. My mind races as he studies me quizzically. Should I tell him the truth? I think I'll go for make up a fake name. Oh, this is... right, okay, no. Oh, you can pick one. For a second I was like, wait, was this where I accidentally picked the option where you make up a name for yourself? But no, it's fine. I'll go with this one. This one's cute. Oh. My name is Fair.
Fair.
Fair, huh? Eh? Interesting name. Nikolaus has a strange look on his face, as if he knows I am lying. It occurs to me that other humans might be better at detective lies than I am. I grow increasingly uncomfortable. Panicking, I whack Nikolaus over the head with the blunt of my spear. Nikolaus falls to the ground, unconscious. I didn't really mean to hit him that hard, but perhaps it's for the best. Finally, I have a little bit of peace and quiet. I use the strange sash he is wearing to bind him to a tree. Then, I try to make a bed for myself in the brittle grass of the savannah. For a long while, sleep escapes me. I can't stop thinking about everything I've seen and heard today. How do these people know Papa? For my entire life, Papa has stayed in the jungle with me. Did he know them before he came to the jungle? Papa never told me about his past. An attempt he made always seemed to pain him. Did he ever lie to me? I refuse to believe it. Surely the people who captured him are the ones lying. Eventually, exhaustion overcomes me and my mind drifts to sleep. await the sensation of my spear being pulled from my fingers. I jerk with surprise to see Nikolaus leaning over me, taking my spear and throwing it to the side. I reach for it, but he grabs my wrists and pushes me down, pinning my body with his own.
Hey!
Easy, I just want to talk. Let me go. I'll let you go if you promise not to strike me with that spear again. I struggle and squirm to no avail. He moves his legs over mine to trap me further. No, she certainly is not. Just calm down. As I struggle further, I become aware of my body brushing firmly against his. A new sensation drives all fury from my limbs and replaces it with something else, like tingly warmth. She's learning things. My eyes catch Nikolaus's. I feel heat rush to my face. His cheeks turn soft red. That's when I feel his grip falter. It's my chance. I thrust my knee hard against his stomach. He rolls off me, gasping for breath. Unfortunately, he rolls towards my spear. As I clamber back up, he crawls towards it and then throws his body over it.
Damn it!
Just stop, goddammit. I win my fist back to punch him. He puts his foot on the staff of my spear and leans on it. I realize that he might be able to break it with that pressure. I freeze. Damn, you really know how to strike a blow. Make that 2 now. He rubs his head where I struck him last night. I crouch and lunge for the spear, but he dodges with surprisingly fast reflexes.
Hey!
Any more of that and I'll break this thing, got it?
Give me a break!
I'm doing everything I can to show you that I'm not your enemy. You escaped from your bonds.
I can teach you a thing or
Yes,
two.
that was fairly easy as bonds go. I could teach you a thing or two about tying someone up. He says that with a wink. It sounds very suggestive. Classic. And this is how Nikolaus fell in love. A kick to the face. It's so true. This is how I met your mom. He winks at me, and I feel my knees wobble beneath me. What is this strange feeling he gives me? His sparkling smile briefly makes me want to smile back, to forget about everything I set out to do and smile back. Foul human, don't try your evil tricks with me, they won't work. Human tricks? You talk like I'm some other species. You're a human too, as far as I can tell. He looks me up and down. I clench my fists to resist the soft warmth of his gaze as it moves over my body. Perhaps, but I'm not like you. I'm not tainted by the cruel gods beyond the forest. A strange sadness falls over his face. You might have a point. Regardless, I'm not your enemy. I didn't run away. I didn't do anything to you while you slept. You took my spear. Yes, so you wouldn't hurt me with it. Then what do you want from me, villain?
Seriously?
Villain? Seriously? You need to calm down, for God's sakes. I just want to know the truth. Who are you, really? You're not a very good liar. That's because I'm not evil, deceptive filth like you. Fair enough, but I need to know the truth.
Serafina.
Is your real name Serafina? Oh, bless her. Love struck, literally. Hey, Lenny, welcome. Oh, I hope work isn't too rough.
It can't be.
Lock's luck, you're really her. My mother was right all this time. She knew the truth. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never met your mother. I've never met anyone but Papa until yesterday.
What?
Are you serious? You haven't met anyone but Arkham? No wonder you're so confused. Aww.
So,
How much do you know about the kingdom outside the jungle? Not very much, I take it. I know of Castle Crondale, the great palace that rules this kingdom of Darzia. I know of kings and queens and the Grand Duma, which administer laws from within the castle. That's about all I know. I read it in Papa's book. Okay. That's a good start. Do you know of Queen Nadia? Who? Oh, well, I think she was your mother.
listen.
Many years ago, when I was a little boy, a beautiful queen named Nadia Elborn ruled Darzia. Aww. And yeah, I know, right? It's almost like, yeah, I don't know. The Elborn family was adored by the entire kingdom for their wisdom, compassion, and uncanny ability to help the land of Darzia thrive. Even so, there were some noblemen and women who wanted the throne for themselves. And in Darzia, there are many royal bloodlines called houses. One such house hired a woven assassin to kill Queen Nadia. At the time, Queen Nadia was pregnant. Most people believe that Nadia's baby died with her. But some people suspect that Nadia gave birth to the child just before her death, and that Arken Jerida took the baby away to hide it. Papa? But that can't be. I don't want to believe him, but suddenly all the pieces of information I've recently collected start fitting together and forming a picture. I search desperately for a piece that doesn't fit, something that'll disprove his ridiculous theory. I heard you speaking to that woman last night. When she mentioned she was looking for the former queen's daughter, you said she was just chasing rumors.
Well...
Yes, well, I lied. The truth is that my mother, Celine, was present at the princess's birth. She helped Arken escape with the baby. And that baby's name was Serafina.
It's like this.
I've done what I can to protect my mother's secret, but I've always known about Serafina's existence. Finding Arken was an accident, but as soon as I realized who he was, I wondered if you'd be nearby. And now, here you are, Serafina. I lied to Bellatrix because King Callias wants you dead. Your existence is a threat to his claim on the throne. I want to help you, Serafina. Oh, that's sweet, the fact that he wants to help her, you know? Why? Well, you seem like a nice girl. Plus, I may get favors if I manage to get you to the throne. I don't know. I just finished work on my Grand Jane hack. It seemed I missed out on stuff. Oh, well, at least it's over now. What you have missed is her father gets caught. She goes to see her father, discovers that he's like some evil guy or god of greed or something. Gets found, is run after by the strong warrior lady and him. He and Serafina managed to escape because I guess she took him as a hostage almost. And yeah. Yeah, I know, right, Varga? Civil War. My mother helped you in Arkham once, so she must have had a good reason. You don't deserve to have soldiers trying to kill you. None of this is your fault. That's right, it's yours. If you hadn't invaded my jungle and fought Papa, we'd still be safely at home. I mean, she's not wrong. So if you really want to help me, you'll help me rescue him.
Oh, shit.
A long while passes, Nicolaus paces around a few times muttering to himself. Until finally, he returns to me and hands over my spear.
I'm your guy.
Yeah, it's been like quite a few months since I streamed an Otome game, I think. Fine, yes, I'll help you. Gripping the spear again strengthens me. I am the blade back at him. I aim the blade back at him. Not good enough.
Give me a break!
God, would you please stop threatening me with that? I'll help you rescue Arkin, okay? I swear on Locke's name. I pulled the spear away, considering this for a moment. Isn't Locke the god of guile and mischief?
Yep.
Yes, and what of it? He's the god I worship, and that's that. Papa told me not to trust humans, but after everything Nikolaus has done, I actually want to believe him. Nikolaus is nice, funny, and I like being around him. The warm way he makes me feel might be dangerous, but it's also intoxicating.
So
then, are we doing this? Yes, let's work together. Do I have another choice? I think I'll go for the first one. Stay civil. I've just been streaming normal games on Twitch. It kind of suits me better. And I haven't really had an Otome game to play, so, like, on a stream. I know, right? The music suddenly went from dramatic to, like, lifestyle. I suppose your help would be useful in my quest to rescue Papa. Music really is wacky. I accept your offer, Nikolaus, and I thank you for it.
Whew.
That's good to hear. Maybe you can start by pointing that spear somewhere else. Blushing, I realize I still held my weapon as if ready to stab him. I lower it.
Thanks.
That's better. Thanks, beautiful. My blush deepens. I become unusually aware of my tattered tunic and tangled hair. Does he really find me beautiful? No, he's just after your money. Oh god, I'm half joking. No, Lenny. Far from it. My blush, la la la. So can you lead the way to Papa?
I mean...
Yeah, Commander Bellatrix is probably taking him to Castle Crondelet. Castle Crondelet? The Castle Crondelet? Yes, but can we get some food first? Are you hungry? Starving. Literally. The only food left in this kingdom is in that jungle, I think. I doubt that. A capybara ran out here the other day, and further back I saw some meerhop traps.
What?
A meerhop? No one can catch those little critters. I can. Oh, look at that little smile. Thank you, Lenny. Let's go then. I'm hungry too. Okay, Kia, you're saying she's a pick-me girl? We spend the next several hours tracking the meerhop. I find that Nikolaus knows little about hand hunting, but fortunately he's a fast learner and quick on his feet. Hunting in the savannah is harder than the jungle. We have few places to hide for cover. I can't lay bait like normal because I can't find any ripe berries or nuts amongst the dry grasses. Eventually, however, our persistence pays off. We find the meerhop, set a trap, and together we catch it. By the time we've stripped the fur, prepared a cooking area, and chopped the meat, the sun sets on us once more. I teach Nikolaus how to smoke some strips of meat so we can preserve it for later. As we eat, he tells me why he knows so little about hunting. Keiki, it's okay, I knew what you meant.
So...
What is it with like lots of, like for example, things like Twilight? Why is the main character often such a pick-me girl? I'm different from the other girls. It's like, I don't get it. What is that all about? It was so prominent back then. Oh, okay, Lenny. Well, thank you for dropping by, and hopefully I'll see you again. See ya. Look, there isn't much game outside of the Darzian jungle. Besides, I grew up in a castle. The food comes to us with the taxes. Taxes? Right, we don't have to get into that right now. Yeah, we don't need to teach the poor girl about the things all of us hate. Let's just say that in Castle Crondalay, you'll find a different type of jungle. A jungle where people hunt each other. But why was it so popular? That's my question. You're cannibals? No, I meant that as a figure of speech. Castle Crondalay is full of rich house leaders from across the kingdom, all competing for power. So, we'll have to fight them.
Not exactly.
Not literally. As nimble and fast as you are, you don't stand a chance against the Darzian army. We'll need to trick them, kind of like how you set up a trap for that Mirhop, except we'll have to use words instead of weapons. Yeah, I know, but I'm talking more like normal girls that say they're not like other girls. If you know what I mean. Like, why was that popular? Papa warned me about this. He told me that humans beyond the jungle lie and deceive one another.
You don't understand.
He's the one who deceived you, and he kept you prisoner so you'd never find out. I don't want to hear any more of this. You claim that Papa, Arkan, has lied to me my whole life, but he's the only good I have ever known. Who's to say you're not the one lying now? Fine, I'm just trying to prepare you. Are we going to sneak in and steal Papa?
Maybe.
Eventually, perhaps. But we'll have to wait for the right chance to do that. We should give you a disguise and a fake name so you can enter the castle with me. Then, when the time is right, we'll sneak Arkan out. I don't know anything about castles, nobles, or armies, so I have to trust Nikolaus on this. Yeah, pick-me's. Like Twilight's main character, for example. Like, I don't see them as much now, but they were like so popular back in like my teens, and I don't really understand it. Because I don't know, the way I see it is, if you're confident in yourself, then you don't need to be different, if you know what I mean. If you're happy with yourself, you don't have to like try hard. It's just a bit cringy. It usually should go away with growing up. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Popular because people like to think they're unique and special, so they project onto characters like that in fiction. Disliking books and art and not chatting as much is considered quirky when it's just normal. I don't know, that's my assumption. They're trying to rate the picture of the girlies being girly girls. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. I've never understood it. It just makes me cringe a little. Yeah, exactly, right? Because the thing is, everyone is, like, everyone is and isn't special, if you know what I mean, like... I suppose you're right.
Fair.
You were off to a good start when you lied to me and said your name was Fair. We'll just keep calling you that. But you'll have to get better at convincing people it's the truth, hey? I can try and help you with that.
Woohoo!
Wow, this is exciting. Not only do I get to put on a challenging performance, but I get to teach you about acting. Acting. I'm proud that I can say I like pink. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess I never went through a pick-me phase. It could be like the Japanese side of me in Japan. You don't want to be different. You want to be the same. So that's probably why I also don't quite understand why everyone was trying so hard to be different. I think these trends work in cycles. Often what is popular might be a reaction to what was popular before. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now I am a grown-up, I can be myself. Yeah. Right, it's pretending to be someone you're not. Or pretending something's true that isn't. You actually enjoy tricking people? Well, normally I like doing it on the stage for entertainment. I don't enjoy doing something this dangerous, but we're doing it to save your papa, like I said. Aww. So you might as well have fun with it, right? Yes, I like fun. Well, this isn't fun and games. I'm like, yes, I like fun is basically going down Nicolaus's, like, route, right? But I'm like, I want to see my other perspective, like, prospects. With some more stereotypical girly traits, like some not, just liking what I like without putting it into boxes. Yeah. Oh, I did. I thought being one of the dudes is cooler than in reality. It was great. Oh, Keiki! We can like whatever we like regardless of gender and being excited by a certain group. See, I couldn't be one of the dudes because girls' school and all, there were no dudes. Okay, so I'll just pick the option that makes Nicolaus happy. It's nice that they show when you've picked the right choice or whatever. In that case, yes, let's have some fun.
Whoa!
Wow. What is it? You're
amazing.
I don't know why I find it so cringe. You're beautiful when you smile. I think it's because it's this situation where I just wouldn't normally expect compliments. And I don't know, I'm a little bit... I like compliments like you're pretty or whatever from women. But when it comes from like men, I feel like for some reason I feel like there's an like underlying motive or something. It makes me, especially if they don't know me very well, it like makes me cringe a little bit. I'm like, oh, can you not? I know that sounds really bad, but you're amazing. I think it's because my older brother and I were so close in age and I just wanted to be him, which is why I like whatever he liked, thinking it's cooler than... Oh, that's kind of adorable though, Keiki. Yeah, I don't know. And maybe that sounds mean because obviously not all guys are gonna have an ulterior motive, right? And say, oh, you're pretty and things like that, but some things in my brain goes, I don't trust this person now. We should probably get some sleep.
Here's my take.
We should sleep away from the fire. Commander Bellatrix might be looking for us. If so, the smoke will lead her right to us. Why should she be looking for us? Why would she be looking for us? She might want to rescue me from you, but I doubt she's so generous. What I'm really afraid of is that she suspects who you are. She's loyal to King Kalia. She would certainly want you dead. If you say so.
It's like this.
Also, we should turn our path east a bit. Aren't we going to Castle Crondale? Yes, but we should make a stop first. We need a little time to rest up and prepare for your new role. I have a friend with a farm out here on the outskirts. We should go there first to rest up and prepare. When I was in kindergarten, for some reason I was friends with boys, not with a group. I had one friend every year. That's very, like, particular. So I felt like I don't fit into boys group or girls group. As a dude, it seems that females in general put a ton of effort into looking pretty. Yes, because when you're playing an otome game, right, and then the screen blackens, and I was talking to Ada about this the other day, funnily enough, you want to see your face and be like, ooh, I look pretty, not, oh god, what am I looking at? Understand, I'll follow your lead.
Thanks.
I always say, like, I'm the one that has to look in the mirror every day, so I want to look pretty for myself. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people are just, like, they don't really enjoy putting, you know, makeup and stuff on, and others do, so... Great, I won't let you down. Our next night sleeping under the stars together. I'm tempted to tie Nikolaus up again. Sorry, out of context. Oh my god. He makes a sly remark about sharing the warmth of his cloak while we sleep, but I hastily refuse. The excitement I feel when near him surprises me. Whenever our bodies touch, the sensation makes my heart race and blood warm. I know enough about nature to have an idea what's happening, but I can also hear Papa's voice in my head, telling me not to do something foolish. Yeah, exactly. It's like some people like doing, you know, skincare routines, which I did until my skin didn't like it, and then so now I can only put cream on it like twice a week, or like, you know, I don't think it's even the cream that's the problem, it's just too much product doesn't work. Our journey to Nikolaus's friend is a long one. A day passes, then another. Sometimes we talk, and Nikolaus tells me about the kingdom of Dacia, of its complicated government and diverse combination of cultures, but eventually he loses the will to talk and I to listen. Talking about what lies ahead only makes it seem further away and harder to conquer, so we keep our worries silent and we plod onward with little left but grim determination. The prospect of meeting someone new makes me anxious. I've already trusted Nikolaus more than I probably should. But as our hunger and weariness increases, I find myself willing to accept whatever shelter we can find.
I think that's her house up ahead.
Your friend is a she? I've never met another woman before except for my frightening encounter with Bellatrix. The prospect would be exciting if I hadn't already had enough excitement to last me for months.
Yeah, and I suppose I should warn you. Valerie can be a little strange.
Oh, it's full of voice acting now. I've learnt that I can only put product on my face like maybe 2, maximum 3 times a week. So what I do is when my skin is getting a little bit dry or, you know, whatever, then I'll put something on. But yeah. And this is because of fancy. I put sun lotion on every day. That doesn't seem to affect my skin. Strange? Any person is strange to me. I don't know what normal is, really. What matters is whether we can trust her. Do you believe we can?
I think we can trust her to help us out. but you should probably hide the truth about your past.
You already want me to lie? Even to your friend?
Don't give me that look. I already explained why we need to fake your identity. Listen, I don't think Val would ever betray us. But the truth would be a burden on her. She doesn't need to carry that secret too. Do you understand?
Nikolaus!
That voice! It will prevent aging quickly. I'm doing my best, Fancy. Every time I leave the house, I'm like... Even when it's not sunny, I'm still like... And my boyfriend's like, what are you doing? I'm like... One of my friends told me... She sent me an article that said... And he was like, huh, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, the only anti-aging product you need apparently is sunscreen. It's a minefield of interpersonal relationships out there. Some don't like compliments, others bug their acquaintances for opinions on their looks. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, maybe 10 years ago, I didn't mind it when, regardless of who complimented me. But I don't know what it is. With years, I guess you come across a lot of guys that only compliment, like, because I guess they want to get in your pants or something. And because of that happening several times, it puts you in a mentality where you're like, oh, this person complimented me, therefore I need to be on alert. Like, I know that sounds really tragic, but I can't use sunscreen. Oh, I guess you need to find like a hyperallergenic sunscreen. That sucks though. Nikolaos.
Whoops, she already saw us.
I follow Nikolaos's gaze to see a beautiful woman with golden curls flying out of the farmhouse. She truly does seem to fly. Her dress billows around her like wings, and she moves as if dancing upon air.
Nikolaus, dearest, you arrive like medicine after several days of illness.
Oh. But what about skin cancer? I mean, skin cancer, yeah, that's more concerning, but this is the thing, like, skin cancer versus aging. Like, aging is 100%, that's what happens thing, whereas skin cancer is like, you probably, like, the likelihood of getting it is relatively low, right? So that's why, like, my brain goes, aging, must prevent aging. Yes, Keiki, that's exactly it. When it's a guy we know and trust, then it's a happy good thing. If it's someone that you've met like 20 minutes ago, it's like, okay, time to leave. Her Riz. She's pretty cool. Her skirt has a life of its own. Oh no, that's worrying, Varga. You might want to put extra sunscreen on. No, Canity. You may not see it, but it's there. It's a bit like in England. It's like, oh, it's cloudy outside. It'll be fine. I don't need to wear sun lotion. The truth is, it's actually just as bad. Fancy, you know what? Yeah, that's true. I would accept it if it's about clothing or bag. That's true, actually. Because then it feels like they're complimenting my ability to pick fashionable items. I don't know. Or like my sense. It's not so much the looks itself. When a guy can compliment when they've only like just known you and it doesn't come across as creepy or like a bit iffy, he's got game. Like, they know what they're doing. Fancy. I clicked on it the moment you sent it. I was like, Anti-aging? I must read. I've gotten to that age. Yeah, exactly. Otome games and reality are different, Keiki. Sometimes in my homestead, I'd walk around and a guy would stop just for a second, tell me I'm brief before I move on, and like the tone of the... I mean, different cultures too, I guess. Yeah.
And what have you brought me?
Valerie, this is fair.
Does she come from beyond the horizon, where laws break and dreams cloud?
Oh my gosh, this voice actor's got such a relaxing voice. I literally feel like picking her just so that I can listen to her voice.
Yes. We've had a rough few days. I got separated from my troop and lost in the savannah. That's where I met Fair, who was also lost.
Those sound like interesting memories. I hope I still get to sift through them.
I'm afraid we're both exhausted and hungry. So if we could stay with you tonight...
And what will I get in return?
It's really like relaxing voice. I could like fall asleep to this. I feel like it also depends on the city. In St. Petersburg, we worry more about each other, notice each other. Ah, I see.
I have some money and gold.
Ugh, the hillsides are drowning in money and gold. Can you give me joy? Can you give me sustenance? Either for my body
What
or
relationship do these two have? Valerie is indeed a strange woman, as far as I can tell. But as I look around her large plot of land, I see that she is in need of assistance. Her crops wither and die under the glaring sun. Whatever she is trying to grow, she is certainly not succeeding. I can help you with your crops.
Oh, can you now?
I'm very good at tending plants. That's what Papa tells me anyway. By the look of your field, you need to sift the soil, maybe throw in a few larvae worms.
You want me to put larvae in my soil? Those things eat roots.
Yes, they eat dead roots, or rotting ones, like those in your field right now. After the larvae digest the rot, they excrete useful nutrients. They also ward off other parasites.
Ooh, you bring me knowledge. I like knowledge. But how did you acquire it?
Her voice is like a stream of water. I know, it's so relaxing to listen to. I romance her. Speaking of sun, Valerie looked incredibly Caucasian for someone living in what looks... I was thinking that she looks so pale, like she would just die. Like, damn. Let Nikolaus handle it, I think. I kind of want to go down her route though. She's cute. And I like her voice. Her voice being the main reason. I'll say it's a secret. I can't tell you that. Ooh, got battery bomb strength.
Are you physically incapable? Are no-speak spells real?
Val, you know what she means. It's a secret.
Then she should say she won't tell me. Or perhaps shouldn't. There is a difference.
Aww.
Don't fret, darling. I like secrets. They spin my imagination like winged seeds.
Listen, Val. We're both ready to drop. Do you have room at your hearth for two weary souls?
I suppose something can be arranged.
Her voice is so relaxing. I'm like mesmerized. I'm like just listening to her voice. Making me sleepy. Raggedy, I love how you're like, do this. And then when I do it, you're like, yeah! I feel strange inside Valerie's cabin, though it appears to be perfectly safe. I have never been inside a human dwelling other than my treehouse with Papa. Valerie's home has different smells, textures and colours. I don't recognise many of the tools and items around me. I don't particularly like the food we eat, except for some juicy fruit. The rest of it is more stale bread, but I don't say that aloud. Papa may not have let me interact with humans, but he still taught me some manners. Valerie, meanwhile, keeps staring at me like a tiger cub, has no interest in killing its prey, just tossing it around a while.
How do you like the food?
It's delicious. I can't thank you enough, Valerie.
Valerie ignores Nicholas and just keeps staring at me.
Fair. What do you think of the food?
Forcing down a gulp, I realise I have little choice but to answer. So, do we say the food is delicious and make her happy? Or what if she actually knows that the food is like mediocre and she's wondering if we would tell the truth or not? I personally feel like telling her the truth would be better. What's the question? I don't know if it's just me, but am I the only one that gets icked out regardless of if it's a dude or a met or no for a while, but when they get super mushy? Like are just that has never happened to me before, and I'm kind of glad because that sounds a bit like awkward. Tell her the truth? Yeah? Okay, let's go with that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a good choice. I reckon she'll appreciate bluntness. Yeah. Okay, so I think everyone was on the same page for that one. It tastes dry and old.
I don't like it either. We share that in common. Nikolaus, on the other hand, lies through his teeth when he compliments my cooking.
Hey, I was just trying to be polite.
Why be polite if that means disregarding the truth? I would throw off my dress in exchange for some tender, pink, freshly killed meat.
This character. Oh my gosh.
You'd throw off your
great.
dress? Damn it. We caught a mere hop earlier, but ate it already.
We could always catch another. I love this sprite. She looks so cheeky. It's great.
I don't think so. I mean,
Like a fly.
fair. This far from the jungle, we won't be able to find one. Or any game at all, for that matter.
I don't understand. Aren't there animals out here? Valerie cocks an eyebrow.
Your secret continues to dizzy me. Even so, I'm surprised you know nothing of Darzia's plight.
But I've read science books and I know some history. I know this land should be teeming with wildlife.
Once, perhaps. But ever since King Callias took the throne, the animals have become nearly extinct.
I wonder what he's done.
Darzia was once home to many strange species, some of which still dwell in the jungle. But Callias had them captured and shipped away to other countries for money.
Oh, I see. Money? I don't understand. Animals are either for food or companionship. What use is this money?
You know, I've never really understood that myself.
Money can be exchanged for other items. Certain items are worth more money than others. Or at least, that's how it worked before King Callias. Now, money is worthless.
Oh, interesting. I still don't understand. What was money worth before?
Money's worth whatever you can buy with it. Gods, How can I explain anything if you don't understand money? Anyway, suffice it to say, money's useless these days. Everyone has so much money, it has lost all of its value. Prices of goods just keep going up and up and up. And eventually, the goods themselves have started to run out. The king himself can change any metal into gold. You'd think that would be enough to satisfy him, but no! He just wants more!
Yeah, that's weird. So the king has a magical ability, sort of like Papa?
What ability does your papa have, Faye?
Well, I'm afraid to keep talking with Nikolaus looking at me like that. I shut my mouth, but it's too late now. The damage is done. Valerie's stare seems to cut through me like a knife.
Well, you see,
You both look like fish plucked out of the water. If you want your lies to ensnare someone, you should weave a more beautiful web.
Damn it, Valerie. How do you always know so much?
Me, Niku. First time me and Nikolaus agreed on something. Raggedy, are you not fond of him then? I was thinking the same thing, Varga. I was like, huh.
I know that very little in this life is certain, but I can always depend on you to be up to some mischief. Besides, I sensed something special about this girl as soon as she arrived. I knew she was far too beautiful to be following you around for no reason of her own.
See? When she said it, I was like, thank you. It's weird. It's really sexist, to be honest. I feel bad for feeling that way, but I can't help it.
Oh, come on!
So then, Faye, who are you really, and who is your papa?
Well, Valerie studies me. Nikolaus gives me a pleading look and shakes his head briskly. Valerie must glimpse the movement on the edge of her vision because she turns to him with a frown.
Don't tell her what to do, Nikolaus. Let her make her own decision.
Her sparkling but piercing gaze turns back to me.
What do you think, Faye? Will you please trust me with the truth?
I'm not gonna dodge the question. Either tell her everything I know, which seems a bit extreme, or say I shouldn't tell her. I feel like the middle one, personally. Just came home, now I can focus better on the stream for a bit. Aww. Yes, I'll tell you my rarity. You make me, but like, maybe we shouldn't tell her everything though. Also, I love it how I just have random, like, sunflower seeds. The life of a bird owner, I'm telling you. And I don't even bring Tappy out here, like, in this room much. I take him out in his own room. I want to dodge Fancy. Why am I not surprised? Yeah, and the middle one allows for more allies in the future. That's true. Sure, if you tell her everything, we'll be locked into her room. Okay, let's go with the middle one, I think. Oh, I know. It's just having Tappy in the same room as a room that I spend a lot of time in is like risky for my lungs, so I miss having Tappy in this, like, the same room as well, to be honest. I'm not supposed to tell you.
Oh, really? But you would eat my food
I'm
and
scared.
sleep under my roof?
She's right, Val. To tell you everything about what's going on would put you in danger. It's a burden you don't want.
I like a little danger in my life.
I wish I have sunflower seeds. Instead I find Zoe's toenail clippings on my bed. Lovely. I'm guessing Zoe is your cat?
You don't want this one.
Well, now I'm even more intrigued. How about this? I'll kick you both out unless you explain yourselves.
Ooh.
Now.
Go on then, Serafina.
Nicolaus sounds defeated and depressed.
Serafina, eh?
I take a deep breath and consider how to explain what I barely understand myself. So Nicolaus and I tell Valerie everything, that my mother was Queen Nadia Alberon, and that I might have been assassinated with her if not for Arken. Hearing it again makes me sick to my stomach. Part of me still hopes that all isn't true. I don't want to be a princess, I want to go back to the jungle. But I cling to the hope that once I rescue Papa, he'll explain everything and it all makes sense. Maybe I'll even find out that these people are lying. I just want Papa back. So for now, I'll play along with Nicolaus's plan and I'll try to bear this knowledge with dignity. With what? Oh dear. Unfortunately, I quickly realize I have a lot left to learn.
So, Serafina. Your so-called Papa is the Grand Traitor?
Well, the what? I remember now that Bellatrix called Papa the Grand Traitor while I was eavesdropping, but in the chaos that followed, I managed to forget.
It's like I told you, Serafina. Arken betrayed a lot of people when he took you away. I know that he saved your life, but to do that, he betrayed everyone. The other house leaders, his own family, maybe Queen Nadia.
He did it to save me, and whoever hired my mother's assassin deserved betrayal.
Unless he hired the woven assassin himself.
What?
The assassin was probably hired by the Geradar family, Arken's family.
But no one ever proved that. Otherwise, a Geradar wouldn't be on the throne right now.
Papa's family is on the throne?
King Kallius is Arken's nephew.
Oh. Oh, that's an interesting turn of events. The plot thickens. All of this information is making me dizzy. I feel sick to my stomach, but I try to contain my confusion. I want to defend Papa, and I need to understand more. So, I'm related to King Kallius too?
Well, no. You're not actually Arken's daughter. Arken and Queen Nadia might have been in love at some point, but she was married to Grand Prince Gerald Feldrin. He stole another man's child.
Gerald Feldrin? The name of my true father. It feels strange in my mouth. It's not right. None of this is right. And yet, why do I believe him?
And, the assassin killed him too. I'm so sorry.
My eyes sting. I try to think of some retort, some way to challenge everything Nicolaus is saying, but my throat chokes up. I know, right, Keiki? It's interesting. We can't romance Arken Raggedy, unfortunately, even though they teased us with a bond deepens heart right at the beginning. My senses are on high alert as if a dangerous predator stands across from me. Panic rises in me and overwhelms all remaining logic. I dash out of the cabin and slam the door behind me. I wonder what the key does. It's clearly key to the story, so I had to. I run from the glow of the cabin into the darkness of nightfall. I want to keep running, but I come to a stop, feeling my breath constricted with sobs. I resist my tears. I don't want to let the recent events overwhelm me, but the weight of my newfound knowledge seems to crush against my chest. I hear Nikolaus and Valerie following me outside, then hissing to each other about who should come talk to me. Whom would I rather talk to? I'm sorry, but Valerie is... I'm sorry, but I'm just not really attracted to Nikolaus, unfortunately. He dresses like Aladdin. There's taste for aged father figures and otome devs should. I know. What are the indie devs doing? They should be giving us all the dilfs. Eventually, Valerie approaches with a swirl of pink fabric on the edge of my vision.
Serafina.
Hello there, Jungle Princess, and I'm sad that her voice acting is over because I was really enjoying it. The pain in your heart makes the whole world ache. I can feel it pouring from you.
You're special.
You're special, I think. Your spirit is bright like a blazing hot furnace. You come from a place of freedom, strength, and ferocity. And those traits remain with you, wrapped around your soul like an invisible cloak.
Don't be sad.
Don't be saddened by the chaos around you. You're a child of the wilderness. Would the jungle be beautiful without colourful plants and giant creatures, even if the creatures are dangerous? Even if the plants contain poison?
Perfectly prismatic.
Such is life. Peril, confusion, complication, these are what makes it interesting. Without them, life would be as dull and lifeless as this empty savannah.
Can you see it?
Do you see what I'm saying? That's a random choice, but okay. Was that the game's way of saying, are you sure you want to go down Valerie's route? We do need an otome game like Dream Daddy. I knew that you would, Jungle Princess. This pain and sorrow will pass, and once it does, you will be even stronger. Thank you, Valerie. You know, you're the first woman I've ever really talked to. But even if you weren't, I think I'd be impressed. The main character is so cute.
I like your style.
You impressed me too, Serafina. And I've met a lot of women, but your beauty and bravery is of utmost exception. Valerie and I stand together for a long while, staring up at the moon. After a little while, I feel her warm fingers against my hand. She gives a tentative squeeze. I squeeze back, and then we remain, holding each other's hands. And for the first time, the adventure ahead of me does not seem so scary. Eventually, I manage to sleep in the small bundle of blankets Valerie provides for me. I dream of castles, kings, and queens. I dream of my mother with red hair like mine giving birth to a baby. Then an assassin approaches and kills her. Oh!
Serafina?
Jungle Princess.
I awake to two people standing over me. My instinct is to reach for my spear, or at least it should be. For some reason, I don't. I look into their eyes and all I see is concern. I feel myself relax. Good morning. The sun awaits you, Jungle Princess. Good morning. They both look excited about something, as if they've been awake for a while. I realize I must have slept late into the morning. Valerie and I have been discussing your disguise for Castle Crondale. My disguise?
Yep.
But of course, you'll need a different outfit if you hope to blend in.
Up looks like down.
You must restrain your wild spirit and pretend to be a dull, soulless shell of flesh like most of the fools in Castle Crondale.
But
Well, we're not all like that. But yeah, Castle Crondale is full of bastards who are fighting for power. That much is true. As long as you don't get in their way, you shouldn't arouse their suspicion. If any of them even suspect your identity, well, we simply can't let that happen. Most people still think you're dead. But with Arkane's capture, the scandal of Queen Nadia's death will be fresh on everyone's minds, and you do look a lot like her. People say she was the most beautiful woman in all of Dacia.
You just dazzle me.
Yes, and that the hearts of men and women fell like fodder at her feet. In that respect, I imagine you are very much like her indeed. Yeah. Anyway, we need to keep people from recognizing your face. We need to throw people off, make them think you're someone very different. So, I came up with a brilliant idea. You'll pretend to be an aspiring member of the Royal Guard. I helped too, Braggart.
well,
True. Anyway, it's the perfect cover. You won't have to talk very much or answer many questions. You'll blend in with the soldiers. Wearing soldiers' garb, people won't pay you much attention. You could even wear a helmet if you really want to hide yourself. Even better, new recruits spend most of their time training on the castle grounds. If you rise quickly in the ranks, you'll start guarding certain areas of the castle. Working together, we should eventually find a way to sneak Arkane out. How long will that take? I wish I knew. Days? Weeks? It will all depend on where Arkane is kept and how heavily he's guarded. If you're good enough with that spear, maybe the Royal Guard will take you in quickly.
feeling lucky.
Nicholas does have a nice voice. Cakey. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Who knows? In the end, it's a matter of chance. With lots luck, maybe you will get the opportunity to rescue Arkane right away. I sigh heavily. This all sounds incredibly complicated, and I'm not sure I'm mentally prepared. But I have to do it, for Papa. Very well. I'll pretend to be a member of the Royal Guard.
Here we go.
Excellent. Then come with me, Jungle Princess. First, we're going to dye your hair, then we'll get you all dressed up. We're going to kill my hair? Only its colour, darling. We'll shift the hues of your hair like we change the clothes of our fabrics. It so happens I have some colours saved for such a purpose. Your hair can become any shade of the rainbow you desire. Follow me, Princess. I'll show you my palette. I follow Valerie to a little closet of a house filled with fabrics and colourful potions. Okay, Fancy. Well, thank you for coming by, and hopefully I'll see you again. Looking upon the beautiful hues, I wonder which colour I'd like to turn my hair. Ooh, we get a choice. If I go with blonde, will Valerie like me? With Valerie's help, we cover my hair with strange tinctures, then rinse it out to reveal its new colour. Wow, I look so different. I guess that was the decision more to change your sprite, maybe.
Perfectly prismatic.
You look absolutely stunning. Are you happy with that colour, or do you want something different? May as well play around. Has green eyes. No.
Perfectly prismatic.
Yeah, no. It goes too much with her eyes. It looks weird. character creation. Maybe blue? Kinda goes, I'd say. Let's stick to that.
Perfectly prismatic. You just dazzle me.
Good choice. I like it too. But then, I think you'd look stunning with any colour. Next, I start to put on my new clothes. I feel very self-conscious as she helps dress me. She constantly compliments my form and physique. I can't help but glow with a little bit of pleasure at such attention, but I'm even more distracted by my new attire. I've never worn anything other than a simple tunic before. I feel like a completely different person. I suppose in some ways I am already a much different person than I was a few days ago. Now it's simply more official. Please allow me to introduce the lovely, the strong, the magnificent Bear. What's with this awkward sound? Well, what do you think? It looks good. It looks I look ridiculous, don't I? What Nikolaus means to say is that you shine so brightly he can hardly bear to look at you. I thought I was supposed to blend in. Well, that was the plan, but this could work too. I mean, it'd be a shame to make you change again. Nikolaus's reaction makes me worry. Why is he acting so strangely? Then, to add my discomfort, I suddenly noticed something. My necklace. Where is my necklace?
Naturally.
I have it, dearest. Please give it back. Very well. I take the... Oh, bless her. I take the necklace from her and quickly put it back on. The weight is heavy against my chest, but it reassures me. That necklace. How did I not notice it before?
I wonder.
She was wearing it this whole time, but I suppose you're too busy staring at other things to notice.
Locke, save us!
Serafini. Serafina, do you know what that necklace is? Oh, what is it? Papa said it belonged to my mother. The significance of that fact strikes me suddenly. My necklace once belonged to the Queen of Darzia.
Nothing is simple.
Yes, well, that's a matter of debate, but she did wear it briefly. There's quite a story behind that necklace. In short, that key opens the grand keep of Castle Crondale. You can't let anyone see that necklace. You probably shouldn't even keep it with you. Some people would kill for that thing. I love it how Valerie was like oh so sneakily trying to like basically quickly take it away. I know that Papa would agree with Nikolaus. He said he should have thrown the necklace into the river instead of giving it to me. But I don't want to run from my mother's past. This is my only remaining connection to her and I refuse to buy it. No, I want to wear it. I'll keep it hidden under my tunic.
Isn't this
Sounds like the
interesting?
Jungle Princess has made up her mind.
Don't trust
Fine.
anyone.
But don't let anyone see it, and if they do, you'd better lie about it, understand? Just say it's the key to your wardrobe or something like that. I understand. Princess Diary moment. Yeah, pretty much. Gosh, this chapter is long, isn't it? As quickly as we can, Nikolaus and I prepare to leave. Valerie is kind enough to give us food and supplies. In return, I walk through her fields and describe in greater detail how she can make them flourish. After that, we say our goodbyes. Valerie promises to visit me in the castle as often as she can. We say goodbye to Valerie and Nikolaus gives her a hug. I watch the gesture curiously. Will I ever feel that comfortable around other people? I don't know, but one way or another I'll have to try, even if I'm just putting on an act. At long last, Nikolaus and I begin our final trip to Castle Krongole. Same, Keiki, same. Oh, that is the end of chapter 1. Cool, and this is actually where I was thinking of finishing the stream. That was fun though, I really enjoyed that. It was good. It's very dramatic. The pacing was good. I like it when games cut to the chase, if you know what I mean, when they're like, okay, this happened, and that happened, and that happened, as opposed to, okay, right, we're traveling on for a very, very long time. Like, I know many otome games where this would have been them bickering or talking in a carriage on the way to the location, and you're sitting there going, yeah. But fortunately, it wasn't really like that. So I'm kind of glad. Katie, I love how you're still caught up by how the outfit wasn't as mesmerizing as you wanted it to be. I agree though, I wanted her, maybe later down the line well, I guess she's supposed to be dressed as if she were trialing for being a palace guard. So maybe later down the lines, we'll get to see her in like a pretty dress or something, I don't know. To say. But anyway, I think that will be it, and next stream should be on Friday on Twitch. If you don't follow me on Twitch, then follow the link in the description below, because I tend to be more active on Twitch anyway. So, and the games I play are fun. They may not necessarily otome, but they're still fun. So if you want a cozy, relaxing stream, then yeah, follow me on Twitch, because then we can hang out even more. Because YouTube, I just haven't been on it as much. I'll try and stream this once a week. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for coming along. It was lots of fun. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and hopefully I will see you again. Bye!